What is going on, everybody? What is going on? This is your man, Tresvon Pratt, with AIM, always improving the mind. Man, what a week it's been, right? What a week it's been. Tell me if you all have been here every day this week. Much love to you all. Shout out to FMF Podcast. We're also simultaneously live on the FMF Podcast. If you're here from the podcast, shout out to you. Much love. Thank you for being here. And put it in the chat, put it in the comments. Let me know. Have you been here the whole week? And let me know if you've gained any value from this and which side are you coming from? Are you coming from AIM or are you coming from the podcast? Right? And also, anyone who would like to join the discussion, join the live, please, it's nothing but a link that you can tap from your phone or click from your computer right there. Join me live for this discussion. So today, I just was I listen, right? I listen. Part of communication. Can't have community without communication. It's I listen. I listen to what's being said. Pay attention to the intention. Like, what was the intention? I ask the questions if need be, or if I feel I need be. And you get for me. Let me speak for me personally. You get tired of hearing complaints, right? You get tired of hearing complaints. You get tired of that's the best way I could put it is you get tired of hearing complaints. And I'm like, yo, a lot of things that people associate as obstacles, right? We talk about the victim mentality. The thing about today's victims, most of them are playing victim and aren't actually victims or don't realize that they're victims of their own causing. A lot of people don't realize that they are causing the very conflict that they don't want, right? You focusing on the wrong thing. So I want y'all to put in the chat, put in the comments, what do you see is one of the largest obstacles? It's Friday. Good morning, man. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's payday for a lot of people. What's up with y'all? You should feel good this morning, right? It's the first paycheck of the year for a lot of y'all, for a lot of us. I hope it's a good one. We starting off good. What's up, cuz? So, yes, what are some obstacles that you faced, right? What are some challenges that you've come across? And what are some that you feel are inevitable? Put it in the comments, right? Put it in the comments. What are some challenges that you feel are inevitable? Like is gonna happen. It's gonna be a problem. It's I can't avoid it. What's the problem? Right? What I First of all, let me do this. Right? I concocted a list of what people have said are the biggest obstacles in life, right? Fear. I think fear is in the root of all of them. So I could agree. Fear, and fear looks different, feels different for a lot of people, but it's usually the same thing. If there's any procrastination, hesitation, or choosing not, is usually some associated with some type of fear, right? And fear can be logical. It is logical. It's practical. It's instinct. It's instinctual to have some type of fear because that's literally what triggers you. That flight, that fight or flight response is triggered from fear. Like fear is not a bad thing. Fear is what builds the adrenaline, and maybe that's something that we need to talk about more. Um, but fear is a driving cause behind what people see as obstacles, right? Perfection. Woo. You know what? Everything that I'm about to list is, I think we're gonna have to have a separate discussion for each one of these. Perfection, trying to be perfect, trying to be perfect is an obstacle that holds you back from trying, that holds you back from starting, that holds you back from doing, trying to be perfect, right? Motivation or the lack of. I'm not motivated. Okay, that's an obstacle. And I understand all of these. I understand the mentality that goes behind all of these, right? Um, family. So many people blame their family, their environment, their upbringing for their problems. And it's like, you are your own person. So I understand that you have ties to these people, but I don't think it's acceptable to say that they are the reason why you can't. Hmm. Might have to sever some ties. Let's see. Lack of discipline. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Confidence. Like I said, fear is in all of these, like fear is in all of these. The fear of failure is a large one. It's a big obstacle. Uh, Limited finances, no money, right? There we go. Dealing with toxic people in the workplace, definitely an obstacle. For me personally, I don't resonate with management. I don't like managers. I like leaders. There's a difference between a boss and a leader. And most of the time you get a boss. And bosses really are just middlemen who think that they have more authority than what they actually do. You still answering to somebody else and giving me orders from somebody else's perspective, not your own. You're not a leader. You're a boss. You're telling me to do stuff that'll make you look good, right? Instead of doing stuff that'll actually help the workplace. I have a problem with bosses. Hmm. Dealing with toxic people in the workplace. Absolutely. Right? I'm gonna have to go back to this live and like pick apart each one of these we can talk about. Right? But what's the biggest obstacle of them all? Is it fear? Comparison? Comparison is the thief of all joy. Hmm. Is it boundaries? Is it what? What is it? Is it expectations? Huh? Is it negativity? What's the biggest obstacle of all? Well, what's at the root of all of those problems, all of those obstacles? Who has to deal with those obstacles? Who sees those as obstacles? Is you. Mm. You are the biggest obstacle in your life. You are the biggest obstacle in your life. I'm talking to myself because what happens, right? Why people even use excuses? We just discovered that I don't have time is the largest excuse. The most common excuse people use is I don't have time for whatever reason, right? And it seems good, it seems logical. Matter of fact, it seems good, it seems logical to say I don't have time, right? If that is an excuse for you, then get the AIM 24-hour AIM calendar so that you can see where your time is being invested and start making better investments. It's only $1. Get the AIM 24-hour calendar to debunk this myth of I don't have time, because you do. You are your biggest obstacle. As I mentioned, who's at the root of all of these? The fear, the failure, the perfectionist, the lack of motivation, the lack of clarity. It's the family, it's the workplace and the job, it's people, it's the lack of discipline, it's no confidence, it's no money, it's how you talk to yourself, it's comparison, it's all this negativity, procrastination, is boundaries, it's all of these things all tie back to you. You're the common denominator here. You're the common denominator here, right? As crazy as it can be, like I said, it's not that outside forces don't have an effect on you. Trust and believe. It's not like I can't say that the workplace is toxic and people are crazy, all of these expectations, all of the negativity, especially today. Negativity spreads faster, and now we have outlets to spread things faster. So negativity is ampled by like a million right now. Like, I went to go post that I'm going live, and I saw somebody else had posted, and I'm about to unfollow them because I'm not gonna have that type of negativity on my feed. But somebody else had posted where they was something like they had a passenger in a car and they were speeding and they had their foot hanging out the car, and I'm sure that it was gonna lead to somebody falling out of the car or almost falling out of the car. And it's like, ha ha. But okay, a young man that sees that as interesting is gonna wanna try it themselves, and then, like, that type of stuff, that type of energy, I cannot feed into. I don't wanna see nobody get hurt. I don't wanna see nobody kill themselves on a whim doing dumb stuff, right? To me, I cap that as negativity. I don't need your negativity, but it's out here, and it's ample. It's just steadily growing. It's like a fight for positive. You always see that you gotta find the good. You gotta find the positive. You gotta bring out the good in someone. Literally, the mentality in today's age is people are bad. That's their nature. No, it's not. It's not our nature to be bad. I hear people calling babies bad. It's a baby. Don't know right from wrong. Don't even know language. All baby has is curiosity. So I wanna, what this feels like. What is this? What this tastes like? Babies always putting stuff in their mouth. That's taste? Let me see what this tastes like. as they're growing and developing. It's just curiosity. But I literally hear all the generations, not just young parents, the grandmas and them too, be like, "Oh, this baby gonna be bad." You're already projecting that on this tiny human. The mentality in today's era is people are bad. The mentality, the normal mentality is negative. It's pessimistic. You ever hear somebody say they're a realist? Why do they feel like they're a realist? Why do they self-title themselves as a realist? Because I'm gonna tell you how it is, not how it want to be. Okay. If that's the case, then tell me something good too. It's usually a pessimistic point of view. And if that's the norm, huh? That's the opposition. That's what you're going against. That's the obstacle. It's this negative mentality. You are the biggest obstacle in your life. There is nothing, literally nothing stopping you from doing anything you want to do. Hopefully, it's productive. Hopefully, it's positive. Hopefully, it's purposeful, right? But there's nothing stopping you from doing what you want to do but yourself, your own discernment. Nothing. I remember, man, I was dang, I'm ashy. Get my shine on. I remember, man, and this what all of what I come to you guys with, all of the gems I give you, trust believe, it's not just from a book, it's not from something I heard, it's not from, you know, research or outside sources. These are things that I've experienced myself. So I can give you a story of what happened when I tried this or what my experience was, what I learned from this. So at one critical junction, right? When I tell myself, I can't tell myself I don't have time. I started using that 24-hour calendar. I can't tell myself I don't have time when at one point I had two jobs, I had started two businesses, husbandry, because being a husband is work, being a good husband is work, being a good spouse, a good partner, a relationship partner is work, right? It takes work for it to work. So being a good husband, two jobs, two businesses, podcasts, and side hustle. Where is the time? You know what I mean? Like I learned that I can't use that as an excuse. I was using my 24-hour calendar and was able to do all of those things and got some type of result from all of them. All of them. It's not the it's not the utmost. You do a lot from a lot, you will get a little from a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need to narrow your focus to get more from a little. That's another topic we could talk about. Um, but definitely, like, I realized that there's nothing I can't do. If you always improving the mind, your mentality, a successful mindset creates success. You know how to be disciplined. You know how to focus. You know how to prioritize. You know how to work. You know that it's going to take work. You know how to get a result. And you know from that result you can only go up if you work on it, right? Everything could be worked on. You could be successful in anything that you do. So why not choose to do what it is that you actually want? Why not choose to do what it is that you actually want? And I get it because I've had this mentality too. I've come across this as well. And it's like, well, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want nothing right now. I get it. I get it. You don't want to do nothing at the moment because you're already tired. You're already in that defeated, in a defeated place. So yeah, you don't want to do nothing at the moment, but there is something that you actually want to do. Once you rest a little bit, then you're gonna be like, what am I doing? So I understand when you be like, I don't feel like doing nothing. It's because you're already doing so much and not getting the result that you want, not living the life that you see is the life for you. And I really mean the life that you see is the life for you. I'm not mean I like a lot of people hear that and automatically think, you know, super rich, sports car, man. I don't want a mansion. I don't have enough people to fill them rooms. I don't want a mansion. I like houses that suit me. Every room has to have a purpose in the house. I don't like empty rooms. So I don't want a mansion. When I think about the life for me, I don't want a mansion. I do want space. So them rooms could be big, but I don't need a lot of rooms. I don't need a 40-room building. That's a complex. I don't need that, right? Um, I like to drive fast time to time, but then is that it's it's a lot of risk that I don't want to take, like hitting something, hitting someone, or getting pulled over and getting a ticket for it because of the possibility of you hitting something or hitting someone. um, I don't need too much of a sports car. I like nice cars. And what's nice to me is subjective. It don't have to be what everybody else is bragging about, what everybody else strives towards. Like, it could be the newest Camry. It don't look tough. You look good behind the wheel. Hmm. So truly, what I mean by the life you want, like, I mean that. The life that you want, you can have. You can have. What are you willing to do to create the life that you want? What is something, they say, like all of these old phrases, as I get older, I realize holds much more depth. It has much more weight to them. What they say when you get a job that you truly love, you never have to work a day in your life. You don't even see it as work anymore. It's something that you love to do. What's something that you love to do? Think about it. What do you use as your escape from reality? It's another topic. There are multiple realities. Um, the reality that you're present in and the reality that you create. um, that's another topic we could talk about. But yes, man, what do you use as an escape from the norm, from the reality? What is something you do in your winding down? What is something you have to do? Is it drive quietly? Is it listening to music? Is it, is it playing the game? They have different avenues now that has been created. If you don't see the avenue, then you could be the one that creates the avenue, right? But it's so much, man. So much. It's nothing but opportunity out here. And you are your biggest obstacle by limiting your options, by limiting what it is that you are capable of doing. Again, excuses are usually logical. And people could say I'm so good that it's like no refuting. That doesn't change how you feel. It doesn't change that you're depleted. It doesn't change that you feel like you're a victim to your circumstances. That doesn't change anything. The only thing it changes is the willingness of others to help you or listen to you. Because if you come at me with excuse after excuse after excuse, I don't want to keep hearing it. There's a solution for every problem. So why am I going to keep on looking for people with problems when I'm focused on solutions? Right? Changing this mentality. Once you realize that you are your biggest obstacle, the next thing you got to do is get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. How do you do this? You do this by acknowledging what you want, looking into what it's going to take, what's an actionable step that I can do right now, and being willing to do the work and build yourself, your character, develop yourself into the person that can obtain and sustain the type of lifestyle that you see is what you need to be living harmoniously, right? Not to be tumultuous, not to try to step on some back, but no, you seriously, you taking it brick by brick and you building your house, your foundation, your core, because the core is what you keep throughout your entire life. Everything else, all of this improvement, it's just adding on. Just added another wing to your house, but the foundation is still solid, still there. Hmm? So you got to get out your own way. You have to get rid of these limiting beliefs. When I started wholesaling real estate, right? Everybody, my mama, my wife, everybody, them the two main important people in my life was like, you don't got your own house. How you gonna buy and sell another one? If you could buy a house, then buy us a house then, right? Like they came with limiting beliefs. And I was like, I don't, if I see myself being able to do this, that's all I need. Like, I would love your support. I would love for other people to cheer me on, but it's not a necessity. I, the only necessity is that I believe in me. I have to get rid of the limiting beliefs. How do I do that? I can't think it away. I have to act on it. And once you start taking any action, once you take one step, you'll be enthused to take another and another. But you know, you are walking your path. I hope somebody got that one. But you are your biggest obstacle, man. Get out of your own way. Hmm? Get out of your own way. Get the 24-hour calendar for AIM. It's for time management. You actually can see where you're spending a lot of your time. You will also see how much more time that you actually have. We might feel like we only have an hour to myself or no time to myself, when in actuality you have like half a day. You like, and you start looking like, what have I been doing with the time that I have? You start getting a little bit more productive. When you can see it, it's way different. So that's some more things. Like I just got topics, crazy topics. I'm gonna tell y'all about setting goals and how to set a goal. I'm gonna talk about visualization. Hmm. Say seeing is believing. So until you can see yourself behind the wheel of that car, I don't think that you'll ever get behind that car. I think belief is the core factor in achievement. If you don't believe that you can, why would you act on or even try to do? If you don't believe that you can, why would you even attempt? I think belief is like a starting point. Have that thought and don't leave that thought as, wouldn't it be nice? It's a limiting belief. It'd be nice if I had $1 million. It'd be nice if I didn't have to go to this job or had a better one. It'd be nice if I had a successful business. It'd be nice if I didn't have to work anymore. Hmm. There's people there without having to work. It's called financial freedom. Right? That's one way to look at financial freedom. There's multiple facets of financial freedom. But yeah, man, there is no impossibility. You literally can create, bro. We literally can swim with whales, right? We can get to the center of the ocean. Hmm? And I'm not talking about depth. I'm talking about like from land. You can get to the middle of the ocean. Uh, we know about the core of the earth. We've been in space. There is no possibilities. Sky. I mean, if we pass the sky, hello. We fly. We are now capable of moving faster than the fastest animal on the world. We there is no limitations. There is no impossibilities. The only limit, the only obstacle is ourselves. You are your biggest obstacle. Get out of your own way. Let go and let God. Hmm? Combine let go and let God with faith without works is dead. Let that faith be alive and let God do the directing. Get out your own way, man. That's my spiel for the day. We ain't gonna stay on for too much longer. I do appreciate everyone that's here. Much love to you all. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channels. AIM Always Improving the Mind, FMF Podcast. We're live on both of them. And we're going to continue going live for the rest of this month every day. That's Saturday and Sunday. So I'll see y'all tomorrow, right? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Get the AIM 24-hour calendar. It's only $1, and this will help you with your time management, right? Tomorrow is Self-Care Saturday for Shine. Check out shinecareproducts.com. Huh? Let me put that in the chat. Boom. Check out shinecareproducts.com. Go ahead, subscribe to the email list and all of that good stuff, and get you some, they're doing free local delivery. So if you're in Richmond, Virginia, you can get it brought to you, delivered to you for free. You don't even have to worry about shipping, right? They do ship nationally. So you can get it just as quick as you can get it delivered. All that good stuff. Get your shine on. Self-Care Saturday tomorrow. I'll be live with y'all tomorrow. The AIM 24-hour calendar for just $1. And go ahead, comment. Let me know what it is that you see as an obstacle. What are some things that you would like to learn? Some things that you'd like to be better at, where you want to see improvement. And just keep tuning in, keep rocking with your boy, man. Much love. Tresvon Pratt. AIM Always Improving the Mind. Peace.